Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by yet again for another video. And yes, it is another Harvey update. Excuse me. But this one's actually it's an important update. It says Harvey floodwaters overflow Houston Reservoir. Separate levee breach reported. So not only has Houston already been hit hard by the rain and the floods, now it's going to get worse because reservoirs are starting to overflow. Levees are starting to breach, and not just in downtown Houston area, but elsewhere as well. It says an already swollen reservoir west of downtown Houston overtopped its spillway Tuesday, sending an uncontrolled release of Harvey's floodwaters into nearby neighborhoods that may be underwater for weeks, as a separate levee breach south of the city prompted an urgent warning for residents. Sorry about that. My voice, I've been losing my voice, and it's just gradually coming back, but so I apologize. But it said that residents should leave immediately. So if you're watching this, and I would think most people in this area are already aware of the dangers, but if not, hopefully everyone can get out of there now because this is urgent. Like the levees are starting to breach, reservoirs are starting to spill over, more rain's coming. It's not a safe place. And it says floodwaters in the Addicks Reservoir, located about 19 miles west of downtown, went over the top of a 108-foot spillway for the first time in history, threatening immediate surrounding subdivisions. Jeff Linder, a meteorologist with the Harris County Flood Control District, said it was something we've never seen before at the news conference. This is not going to happen fast. This is a slow rise, Linder told reporters, allowing the flow of water going over the reservoir into neighborhoods will increase as levels in the reservoir behind continue to rise. Now, it's interesting to me to see if these dams, these spillways, these levees hold up to this amount of water and rain as well. Could you imagine if these levees actually fail? You know, like the Oroville Dam, where I believe they're kind of similar. They're like earthen dams. So, like, what if this water just kind of eats away at the ground, and all of a sudden, you know, you have a complete failure of these levees? And I'm not trying to. Yeah, I don't know if that's even possible, but that's it could happen, right? Um, I mean, I hope not, but I think it has to be at least a consideration, a fear if you will, to consider. It says hours after Addicks Reservoir was overtopped, officials in Brazoria County, located south of Houston, warned that the levee at Columbia Lakes had been breached as well by floodwaters and urged residents who had not already evacuated the area to leave immediately, writing "Get out now." So this is how this is how immediate this danger is. So literally, if you are or know anyone in this area that's still there and they, for whatever reason, don't know about this yet, I mean, hopefully someone you can get in touch with some. I don't know. Like it says, the new strains on the infrastructure come as the National Weather Service announced a new record for total rainfall from a tropical system in Texas, with 49.32 inches of rain observed already at a location southeast of Houston, and it's still coming down. Like it's still it's not over. Maybe in the Houston area, but it says Linder said bridges, roadways, and other structures are beginning to fail Tuesday afternoon in some parts of Houston due to the excess water. Now, instead, I was just talking about wondering if these levees might do the same. The level of water in the Addicks Reservoir and neighboring Barker Reservoir in Houston is so high that flood gauges are broken or almost broke, according to Linder, who added the Flood Control Agency is working quickly to repair them and has law enforcement on the scene to provide readings. It goes on to say Edmund Russo with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers said spillways on both reservoirs are designed and maintained for overflows and can withstand them and will not be further. So that's what I was wondering. But they're going to say that, right? They're always going to say that. But with this amount of rain, they've probably never been tested with this amount of rain, this amount of water either. You know what I mean? So they could say, I mean, I hope that he's correct. Don't get me wrong. The spillway for the Barker Reservoir is expected to overflow by Friday, according to Russo. The subdivisions surrounding Addicks and Barker Reservoirs will experience flooding for the next 4 to 5 weeks and will last until October, according to Linder. He says the biggest challenge we face right now is to determine how the flow interacts with the system and how the water will go and come as it comes out of the spillway, he said. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. So I do appreciate you watching again and again. This is urgent. If you are in this area still, or you know somewhere in these areas still that we just talked about, the levees are breaching it, and they Columbia, Addicts, um, you know, it's time if you haven't left to get out already. And my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected because so many people are affected, not just in Texas, but all around the country. I mean, some of us have family down there. We may have friends down there. So it's affecting everyone. In some way, shape, or form, whether it be gas prices, oil prices, or actually being in the area. So again, my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone. And be sure to share, like, and comment down below. And I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you. Have a blessed day. Peace.